I'm thrilled to connect with you today as we dive into a topic that's incredibly close to my heart, and I'm certain to yours as well. How to make your golden years a vibrant, joyful, and deeply fulfilling chapter of life. As someone who has spent years studying the science of aging, talking with seniors, and learning from their wisdom, I'm here to share practical, heartfelt advice to help you thrive. Aging isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about infusing those years with purpose, connection, and vitality. Today, we'll explore 4 essential pillars to ensure your retirement is everything you dream it to be. Staying connected with friends, nurturing your physical health, boosting your mental well-being, and securing financial stability. These aren't just tips. They're a roadmap to a life filled with laughter, strength, and peace. I'll weave in insights from 2 recent health studies to show how science supports these steps, making this journey both inspiring and grounded in evidence. If this guide sparks joy or hope in you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your loved one, and subscribe to Senior Healthy Aging for more ways to make your later years truly radiant. Let's embark on this journey together with warmth and encouragement to make every single day count. As we step into our later years, life presents a beautiful opportunity to slow down, reflect, and embrace what truly matters most. One of the most powerful ways to enrich this season is by staying connected with friends and community. I've seen firsthand how a simple chat over coffee, a shared laugh during a walk, or even a quick phone call can light up someone's entire day. As we age, our social circles can naturally begin to shrink. Friends may move to new cities, pass away, or drift apart as life's priorities shift. Many of us find ourselves spending more time at home, perhaps caring for grandchildren, tending to household chores, or simply settling into quieter routines. But let me share something critical. Isolation doesn't just feel lonely. It can quietly harm your health in profound and lasting ways. A 2023 study from the University of California, published in the Journal of Gerontology, found that social isolation in adults over 50 increases the risk of cardiovascular disease by 29% and doubles the likelihood of developing depression. Loneliness also heightens the chances of high blood pressure, obesity, and even Alzheimer's disease. It can lead to persistent feelings of anxiety, disrupt your sleep patterns, and sometimes push people toward unhealthy habits like smoking or excessive drinking, which further erode both physical and mental well-being. But here's the beautiful truth. You have the power to rewrite this story. You don't need to let loneliness define your days or dim your spirit. Joining a local club, whether it's for yoga, gardening, book discussions, painting, or playing a musical instrument, can open doors to new friendships and keep both your body and mind active. I met a retiree named Margaret at a community art class who shared how painting landscapes with others gave her a renewed sense of purpose and joy. She told me it wasn't just about the artwork. It was the stories, laughter, and bonds formed over shared creativity that made her feel alive. Volunteering is another wonderful way to give back while connecting with people who share your values. Picture yourself helping at a local food bank, mentoring a young person, teaching a skill, or organizing a community event. These acts don't just fill your heart. They fill your life with meaning and connection. Traveling with friends, even if it's a short day trip to a nearby park, museum, or scenic spot, can spark joy and keep you physically engaged. I know a group of retirees who started a monthly hiking club, and they say the fresh air and camaraderie make them feel decades younger. And don't shy away from technology. It's a game changer for staying connected. Social media platforms like Facebook or Instagram, or video calls through Zoom, WhatsApp, or Skype can help you stay close to loved ones, no matter how far they are. I met a gentleman named Tom who learned to use video calls to reconnect with his old college buddies across the country. He told me it feels like they're back in their dorm room, swapping stories and laughing like they did years ago. The 2023 University of California study also showed that seniors who maintained regular social interactions, whether through in-person clubs, volunteering, or online chats, had a 15% lower risk of cognitive decline. These connections don't just warm your heart, they strengthen it too, reducing stress, lowering blood pressure, and boosting your mood. Think about it. When you're laughing with a friend or sharing a memory, your worries seem to fade, don't they? So I encourage you to take a small, meaningful step today. Call an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Sign up for a local class that piques your interest, or volunteer for a cause close to your heart. These moments of connection are like medicine for your soul, keeping you vibrant, engaged, and full of life. Your social circle can truly be your fountain of youth, and it's never too late to expand it. Beyond the joy of friendships, your relationships with family and community play an equally vital role in your overall well-being. Spending time with loved ones, whether it's a family dinner, a phone call with a sibling, or a visit with your children or grandchildren, creates a deep sense of belonging that's essential as we age. I've spoken with so many seniors who say that regular family gatherings, even if they're as simple as a Sunday brunch or a backyard barbecue, make them feel grounded, loved, and part of something bigger. These moments don't need to be extravagant. Sometimes, it's the small gestures, a hug from a grandchild, a shared joke, or a quiet moment reminiscing, that mean the most. Building and maintaining these bonds takes a bit of effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Try setting up a weekly call with a family member, hosting a game night with neighbors, or planning a small gathering with your extended family. These interactions weave a safety net of love and support that carries you through life's ups and downs, both big and small. The science backs this up in a powerful way. The 2023 University of California study found that seniors with strong family ties reported 20% lower rates of anxiety and 15% lower rates of cognitive decline compared to those who felt disconnected from their loved ones. I met a woman named Linda who started a tradition of weekly dinners with her children and grandchildren, and she says those evenings are the highlight of her week. They don't just eat together. They share stories, play games, and create memories that keep her heart full. These connections don't just boost your mood. They also help protect your brain and body from the wear and tear of stress. So nurture those relationships with intention. Reach out to a family member you haven't spoken to in a while, organize a small get-together, or simply share a laugh with a neighbor. These bonds are like anchors, keeping you steady and strong no matter what life brings. Now, let's shift to the other side of this equation, your physical health. I often say that your body is your lifelong companion, and treating it with care is the ultimate act of love, not just for yourself, but for your family who cherish you and want to see you thrive. A healthy body means a more independent you, free to enjoy life's pleasures without relying too heavily on others for support. As we hit our 50s and beyond, our bodies start sending us subtle signals. Maybe it's a twinge in your knees after a long walk, a bit of fatigue that lingers longer than it used to, or a slower recovery after a busy day. For men, years of habits like smoking, excessive drinking, or a sedentary lifestyle can take a toll on vital organs like the liver, lungs, or kidneys. For women, menopause brings hormonal shifts that can affect energy levels, mood, sleep quality, and even bone density. These changes are a natural part of aging, but they don't have to define you or limit your potential. You have the tools to take charge and keep your body strong. A balanced diet is the cornerstone of physical health. Picture a plate bursting with vibrant colors, lean proteins like chicken, fish, tofu, or lentils, complex carbohydrates from whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, or oats, healthy fats from nuts, seeds, avocados, or olive oil, and a rainbow of fruits and vegetables packed with essential vitamins and minerals. The Ministry of Health recommends cutting back on animal fats, such as butter, fatty cuts of meat, or heavy cream, to keep cholesterol levels in check and protect your heart from disease. A 2024 study from Harvard Medical School, published in The Lancet, found that adults over 50 who followed a diet low in saturated fats and rich in plant-based foods reduced their risk of heart attack by 20% over 5 years. This isn't about depriving yourself, it's about nourishing your body with foods that fuel you. I know a woman named Clara who swapped out fried snacks for fresh fruit, nuts, and yogurt, and she told me she feels more energetic and alert than she has in years. Try adding one new healthy food to your meals this week, maybe a handful of spinach in your smoothie or a piece of grilled salmon for dinner. These small changes add up over time, creating a foundation of strength. Exercise is just as critical to your physical health. You don't need to become a gym enthusiast or run marathons. Simply moving your body in ways that feel good can make a world of difference. A daily walk around your neighborhood, a swim at the community pool, a gentle yoga class, or even dancing to your favorite music in your living room can keep your muscles strong, your joints flexible, and your heart happy. The 2024 Harvard study noted that just 30 minutes of moderate exercise, like brisk walking, cycling, or gardening, 5 times a week, lowered the risk of stroke by 25% in older adults. I met a man named Robert who started walking with his dog every morning, and he says it's not just his body that feels better, but his mood lifts, and he feels more connected to his community. Exercise doesn't have to be a chore. It can be a source of joy. Find an activity you love, whether it's dancing, swimming, or even Tai Chi, and make it a regular part of your week. Regular health checkups are non-negotiable for staying proactive about your physical health. Catching potential issues early, like high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, or cholesterol imbalances, can prevent bigger problems down the road. I remember a friend named John who discovered high blood pressure during a routine doctor's visit. Because he acted early, making small changes to his diet and adding daily walks, he avoided a serious health scare and feels better than ever. Aim for at least an annual visit to your doctor to screen for chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or osteoporosis, which become more common as we age. The Harvard study emphasized that early detection and management of these conditions can extend both lifespan and quality of life. I encourage you to think of these checkups as an investment in your future, a way to ensure you're around to enjoy more sunsets, family gatherings, and adventures with friends. Your body is your home. Care for it with love, and it will carry you far. Now, let's turn our attention to your mental health, which is just as vital as your physical health and deeply intertwined with it. As we age, it's natural to sometimes feel a bit lost, disconnected, or even invisible, especially if the days start to feel repetitive or routine. I've spoken with countless seniors who share that they occasionally struggle to find purpose or meaning in their daily lives. A 2024 study from the American Psychological Association, published in Psychology and Aging, found that 40% of adults over 50 report feelings of purposelessness, which can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues like weakened immunity or chronic fatigue. But here's the exciting part. Your mental well-being is like a garden, and you can nurture it to bloom with vibrant colors. You have the power to rewrite this narrative and fill your days with curiosity, joy, and fulfillment. One of the best ways to boost your mental health is by picking up a new hobby or revisiting an old passion. Whether it's painting, knitting, writing, gardening, or learning a new language, these activities spark curiosity and give you something to look forward to each day. I met a gentleman named David who started playing the ukulele in his 60s, and he told me how strumming a new song feels like a small victory that lights up his week. These activities aren't just fun, they keep your mind sharp and engaged. The APA study found that seniors who engaged in creative or intellectual hobbies, such as painting, writing, or even solving puzzles, experienced a 30% reduction in depressive symptoms and a 20% improvement in cognitive function. If you've always wanted to try something new, now is the time. Sign up for a pottery class, start a journal, or learn to cook a new cuisine. These pursuits don't just fill your time, they fill your heart with a sense of accomplishment and purpose. Limiting exposure to negative news is another key step for protecting your mental health. It's easy to get caught up in the 24/7 news cycle with its constant stream of alarming headlines, but too much negativity can weigh heavily on your spirit. Instead, try watching a lighthearted movie, listening to uplifting music, or reading a book that inspires you. I know a woman named Sarah who started a morning routine of reading poetry or short stories, and she says it sets a positive, hopeful tone for her entire day. Finding joy in small, everyday moments is a powerful tool for mental well-being. It could be savoring a warm cup of tea, watching birds flutter in your backyard, or laughing with your grandkids over a silly game. These moments don't need to be grand to be meaningful. I encourage you to pause each day and notice one thing that makes you smile. Maybe it's the smell of fresh flowers, the sound of rain, or a kind word from a neighbor. The APA study also highlighted that seniors who practiced gratitude, simply noting things they're thankful for in a journal or even in their thoughts, reported a 25% improvement in overall mood and a 15% reduction in anxiety. Try keeping a small notebook by your bedside where you jot down one happy moment or thing you're grateful for each day. It's a simple habit that can transform your outlook over time. I met a retiree named Emily who started this practice, and she says it's helped her focus on the beauty in her life, even on tough days. These small joys weave a tapestry of happiness that can lift your spirits and carry you through challenges. Create a habit of seeking out these moments, and you'll find your heart feels lighter and your days feel brighter. Your relationships play an equally important role in your mental health. Spending time with family and friends creates a sense of belonging that's essential for emotional resilience, especially as we age. I've heard from so many seniors who say that regular family gatherings, whether it's a weekly dinner, a phone call with a sibling, or a visit with grandchildren, make them feel grounded and loved. These connections don't need to be elaborate. A weekly chat with a cousin, a game night with neighbors, or a simple coffee date with a friend can fill your heart with warmth. I met a retiree named Anna who started hosting a monthly potluck with her extended family, and she says it's become the highlight of her month. They share food, stories, and laughter, and it's created a sense of closeness that keeps her grounded. These moments build emotional strength, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. The 2023 University of California study found that seniors with strong family ties had a 20% lower risk of anxiety and a 15% lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those who felt disconnected. These relationships aren't just heartwarming, they're health-boosting, protecting your mind and body from the effects of stress. Try setting a goal to connect with someone you care about this week. Maybe a phone call, a letter, or an invitation to spend time together. These interactions are like nourishment for your soul, keeping you steady and strong. I encourage you to think about one person you'd love to reconnect with and reach out today. It could be the start of something beautiful. Finally, let's talk about financial peace, which ties all these elements together and gives you the freedom to live the life you love. Money isn't the goal, but it's a tool for security and independence. A modest savings can cover doctor visits, a fun outing with friends, or a dream trip you've always wanted to take. Without it, financial stress can creep in, limiting your ability to care for your health, enjoy social activities, or pursue your passions. The 2023 University of California study found that financial stress in seniors increased the risk of mental health issues by 22%, as it often led to cutting back on health care, social engagements, or even basic needs like nutritious food. I've seen how this stress can dim someone's spirit, but I've also seen how planning can restore confidence and hope. Start now by setting aside funds for healthcare, daily expenses, and a little fun. Options like bank savings accounts, fixed deposits, or life insurance can provide a safety net that gives you peace of mind. I know a retiree named James who invested in a life insurance plan, and he told me it's not just about the financial protection. It's the calm it brings, knowing his family is secure no matter what. Life insurance, in particular, offers both security and a sense of calm, allowing you to focus on living well today while being prepared for tomorrow. I met a woman named Maria who saved a small amount each month for years, and now she uses it to fund small trips with her friends. She says those adventures, whether it's a weekend getaway or a day at the beach, make her feel alive and independent. Planning for financial stability doesn't mean you need a fortune. It means having enough to feel secure and free. Think about your own goals. Maybe it's a special vacation, a new hobby like painting or gardening, or simply knowing you can cover unexpected medical costs without worry. Create a budget that includes healthcare, daily needs, and a little room for joy, whether that's a nice dinner out or a ticket to a local concert. The 2024 Harvard study emphasized that financial security correlates with better health outcomes, as it reduces stress and allows for proactive care, like regular checkups or a gym membership. If you're unsure where to start, consider talking to a financial advisor or exploring options like life insurance, which can offer both security and peace of mind. Financial stability is about feeling confident, knowing you have the resources to live the life you love without fear holding you back. Friends, your golden years can be your most radiant, filled with connection, strength, and joy. Stay connected with those who lift you, care for your body with love, nurture your spirit with purpose, and secure your future with smart planning. The science is clear. Social ties, healthy habits, mental engagement, and financial peace are your keys to thriving. If this guide inspires you to take a step toward a happier, healthier you, please like, share, and subscribe to Senior Healthy Aging to join our community of vibrant seniors. Let's make every day count, together. Your journey to a fulfilling retirement starts now, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way.